This is Eric. He's caught in a stampede heading out of Kenya's parliament. He reaches the exit, and then Eric Shieni never made it home. He was a 27-year-old student at the University of Nairobi. On June 25th, he joined a protest against the government's 2024 finance bill. They aimed to occupy the parliament, stop the bill passing into law. But along the way, they met tear gas, truncheons, and even gunfire. Eric was one of at least 3 people shot dead at Kenya's parliament.
Four young Kenyans accused of taking part in a BBC documentary called Blood Parliament have been arrested, sparking outrage online days after it was released. The filmmakers were arrested from their studio in Karen on Friday night and booked in separate police stations, according to the activists tracking the arrest. Boniface Mwangi tweeted shortly after the arrest saying, "The police have arrested 3 filmmakers known as Nicholas Wambugu, Brian Adagala, Mark Denver Karubiwi, and Chris Omai at their offices at Karen Village." And also the police confiscated their equipment and their hard drives.
At 20 minutes past 2, they break through.
It is happening, guys! It is happening!
They've reached Parliament.
What do we manage to get Parliament? People are inside the Parliament.
Though the police officers have not commented on the arrest, when the documentary was released last week, a planned community screening was blocked, sparking public outrage. The BBC reporter singled out police officers believed to have killed 3 protesters after analyzing over 5,000 images to piece together the sequence of events on June 25th, 2024. Members of Parliament condemned BBC for the documentary, with some saying the broadcaster was pushing a foreign agenda.
Mr. Speaker, there is no member who would rise on the floor of this House to support atrocities by any uniformed officer against our citizens. And in fact, we are not here to say whether the Kenya Army or the Kenya Defence Forces have done right or done wrong, because it is not in our place to judge them. And we understand, Mr. Speaker, even in media, that the BBC is funded by taxpayers' money.
Other lawmakers like Millie Odhiambo of Suba North constituency called for thorough investigations and said the government should not seek to gang the press, saying that "I think we have not handled the issue well, and that is why people are coming from outside to document the events of that day. We do not need the BBC to tell us that something is wrong. We have a very angry young generation and we cannot bury our heads in the sand." Let us hear what she said.
Even if BBC heard it, it doesn't matter. We have to fix our own problems on our own. We don't have to wait for BBC to tell us there was something wrong. I have a problem with the title that they've given, but which is typical of any media house, because they want it to trend and then want it to, And because of that, Mr. Speaker, they may have given it that title. But Mr. Speaker, we have not yet dealt with some of the issues.
The Kenyans are still celebrating the heroes. The documentary also renewed calls for the arrest of the police officers behind the brutality witnessed during the protest.
A lot happens at once in the next hour, so we're going to break it down minute by minute. We've analysed over 5,000 photos and videos shot on the ground that day. We've determined when each was shot, using camera metadata, live stream timings, and public clocks visible in the shots. And we've plotted where they were shot on a 3D reconstruction of the site, giving us a second-by-second, 360-degree view of what happened next. We left the protest at 20 minutes past 2, with police in full retreat. Some demonstrators pursue them down Parliament Road. Others overrun this area and destroy an abandoned police truck. The rest tear down the fences and set foot on the grounds. The incursion is short. They don't make it inside. Security forces return up Parliament Road to clear them out.
That is what we had for you here at Jalango
But
TV.
with
Till
them
next time,
come the
keep it locked.
photojournalists.